Win in Maine. Eat Maine lobster.
Our victory, Maine lobster.
Oh man.
Oh man.
Officially back on the trail again. After 2 weeks off of the trail after summiting Katahdin. Purple and I took some time off, rested, relaxed. She's not going to be with me. I'm going to do about 60 miles on the trail back in Pennsylvania that we missed. It's her personal goal to complete 2,000 miles by the end of this year. I'm going to try to cover all of it, and then we'll kind of tackle both of the sections together that she's going to eventually finish. But Parker is here with me.
Hi.
And my brother Kel, I stayed with him here in Pennsylvania. She's dropped me off, and she's going to join me out for a day tomorrow. But 3 days back on the trail. It's going to feel nice. This parking lot was the spot, actually, where Purple Mist got bit by that wild cat, which caused the whole rabies situation to hit us hard. So this was a pretty dang hard time for us on the trail, which is part of the reason why we had to skip forward to kind of get past it, move on, take the time pressure off of us, and it turned out to work out for us in the end. So it's a nice feeling. This feels like a cool down after our through hike. In reality, I guess it's still part of it, but it's nice to be back out of here, especially as the fall foliage comes out. The mountains are just so different here south of Vermont, and it's just an awesome reminder of where we were, like, not too long ago, and just how different the mountains look, how different the woods are. It's more deciduous, and now that it's fall again, a different season. It's a cool way to experience the trail. And kind of remind me of what this experience was like when I was here, several months ago. Because it really changed when we got up north. But I just love these mountains. It reminds me of the South, Virginia. This looks a lot like Georgia again, because all the trees are losing their leaves, so you can look off the ridge lines and see the different views without being blocked by all the green. Still on there, but it's thinning out. I love hiking in autumn. Well, we were told that the rocks would really start getting bad after Duncannon, which is where I started back up. And for the most part, it's pretty rocky. And some of these things are jutting up in all sorts of crazy angles, which make them hard to step on. But it's not too bad, like in comparison to some of the stuff we were doing up north. And I just ran into a southbounder who we actually met at Galehead Hut. And now since we leaped back, I ran into him again. But he was saying that, Rocksylvania, that's nothing if you're coming from the north. So far, hasn't been too bad. I have a feeling, though, I haven't seen the worst stuff yet. Now, because I'm going on such a short hike, I don't have to carry as much of my gear, which means I left my camp stove back at home. But that means I was able to clear up some room for stuff that really matters, like Subway. Look at the awesome colors on these trees. And on that is a big steaming pile of fresh bear poo. So he's probably somewhere around here. Better keep my eyes peeled. So I made a terrible mistake. You see, I got to my campsite. When I got there, I started setting up the tent and realized I don't have my poles. So I wasn't able to set up my tent. So I was like, oh, now I gotta push on that little bit further to get to the shelter. So I'm here at the shelter and I have 3 days out here and I have to somehow make it to shelters because I don't have a tent. I could cowboy camp, but I don't know. It's kind of getting cold and the bears have been like active in this area, so. But anyways, I'm at this shelter right here. Forgot what it's called. Oh, there we go. The Roche Gap Shelter. And having my dinner, getting ready to go on to bed, but I'm in a pickle. So, leaving the shelter on this lovely morning. Had a hard time sleeping last night. I was told a little while down the way that there's a bear that's been kind of hanging around the shelter. But, of course, since I didn't have my tent, I had to sleep in the shelter. That thing was like, it was creeping right outside of the shelter and kind of around it. I could hear a large animal. So I armed myself with like rocks and the broom that was within the shelter, and I was just ready to, get that thing away, just in case. But I know it's that time where bears are really trying to get food, so I guess that's a common thing that takes place. They start really hanging around the shelters. But other than that, I'm meeting Parker today. She's going to hike some of it with me, and maybe do about 17 miles. So today is Wednesday the 12th, and second day back out on the trail, and with me is Parker!
Hi!
So she's joined me out here for the day for about 13 miles or so. We're going to make it to the 501 shelter, maybe eat some pizza there and play some games. He looks like a little shrimp. Ah!
Oh God!
It's gonna attack you!
Oh no!
We're at the William Penn shelter, having a quick snack and break before we keep on going. I think we got about 4 more miles, and then Kel's gonna come and hang out with us for a little bit. Sweet! Not much further. We happened to run across the 1,000-mile marker for the southbounders. That must be very cool for them. That's long in our past. Instead of continuing on for another day, I actually left back with Parker and Kel to come back to their house and spend time with them instead. It rained the next day, so that kind of made me feel right about the decision, but I figure I can get around to getting the rest done later. And it was nice to get back out there, and it was wonderful to enjoy the fall foliage. But now, I gotta get some other things done. What is that you are putting on your face?
This is liquid latex, and it's super smelly.
That's quite gross.
Mm-hmm.
So, why are you putting this latex on?
Because I have to put a few solid layers of latex down to get a base. And I have to overlay it with a fine mesh so that the beard keeps its shape afterwards.
Beard? Where are you gonna get a beard from?
I just have this friend who, he was going to donate it, so I figured I'd take it instead.
That's me! It's time to reveal who I really am. Mario! Mario! So very sadly, my wife, Purple Miss, was not amused with my current facial situation going on right here.
Go ahead and shave and the dinner will be ready.
I don't want to shave.
You have to.
Baby.
The mustache is really bad.
I look so cool.
No.
I look so cool.
No.
Oh! Ouch. This is not as easy as I thought it would be.
Is the thing turned up enough? Remember it's got that power thing on?
Oh yeah, we gotta do that. How do I do that?
The little screw.
So, Purple,
Yes, dear?
what do you think of me now?
Well, you look kind of like you did when I met you a really long time ago.
Yeah.
Like 10 years ago.
See? It's like you're having me 10 years younger. Isn't that great?
Yeah. I love you no matter what, baby.
I'll take it. That was a little furry kiss.
Yeah, a little bit. We need to get some weight on you, though. I think that's the problem.